right, we have with us here members of the WordPress Community Team and organizers from the WordCamp Netherlands, and we're going to talk about the status of the WordCamp.
Okay, let's introduce ourselves first. My name is Marcel Bootsman. I'm the lead organizer for WordCamp Netherlands 2016.
My name is Luc Prinsen. I am head of communications and design for WordCamp Netherlands 2016. Yeah.
My name is Joseph Hayden, and I'm with the WordPress Global Community Team.
And my name is Andrea Middleton, and I'm also with the WordPress Global Community Team.
Okay, so last time we checked in with you, WordCamp Netherlands had been shut down in favor of promoting city-based WordCamps. What's the news about that, and what have you all decided to do?
Well, we actually have some good news about that. When we finalized 2016, we also had new plans for organizing the 2017 version of WordCamp Netherlands. And well, as we all know, that wasn't allowed to do that because we needed to have the local-based WordCamps first. And after some email conversations and well discussions, we have actually some good news to tell everybody that WordCamp Netherlands is again allowed to be organized, and based on a requirement that we need to have 3 local-based, city-based WordCamps first. So that's pretty good news.
Yeah, it's a nice clear path forward. We had a lot of really good conversations over the course of this week here at WordCamp Europe, and I think it's that whole foster the local communities, make sure you have that ongoing long-term healthy growth inside your community, so that the WordCamp Netherlands thing, that whole path forward, that road into the future, I think is a good idea. Yeah.
And do you have those local camps on the schedule yet?
Yeah, currently there are 2 local camps in the planned phase, if I'm correct. There is one in Nijmegen and one in Utrecht. There are a few more in the making, but they are in the pre-planning phase, so I can't actually say something about
Nothing
that.
official.
Nothing official yet. It's going to be a surprise.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. So we're working on that, and the local communities are picking it up. Like we want to, and
Faster than we expected.
faster than we expect. Absolutely.
Which is delightful.
Yeah.
That's really nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, great. WordCamp Netherlands has held a regional WordCamp for the past 6 years. What value has this delivered to the Dutch community, and what would be lost if you weren't able to have it anymore?
Shall I answer that one?
Sure.
Okay. What we saw as WordCamp Netherlands, as being a regional WordCamp in the terms of WordCamps, was that it was a event that binded all local communities in the Netherlands into one big event where everybody could meet up, talk about things what things are happening, what are the communities doing, and based on that, I think there have been a lot of development in the Meetup culture in the Netherlands. We have about 14 active meetups at the moment, and actually
Some of them at the size of WordCamps even.
some of them at the size
Over 100
over
people.
100 people, exactly, and that's a very healthy environment to start growing them into WordCamps, and that's actually what is happening right now.
Okay, and then a question for the community team. Is this going to set a precedent as far as other regions that are interested in doing the same? Is the 3 local camps based on, is that an arbitrary number, or is that going to be the same for everyone or different for each region?
So we've been talking about this a bit as well on the Global Community Team in general this week. Knitting together an entire global project by saying there's this one rule that just applies to everybody regardless of the size of your community and various other geographical things we have to take into account. Not the plan. Not a blanket 3 WordCamps happening regularly and then we'll be okay. We'll try to take it in a case-by-case basis and be as aware of the cultural differences as we can possibly be.
Okay, good news. Can you explain Dutch culture in regards to folks being less willing to travel to other cities? As many people are wondering, why couldn't you just change the name of it to the city name, and what's in a name? What is the big difference?
There's 2 parts in that. Changing the name would also mean changing the marketing, and we developed this brand of WordCamp Netherlands for over 5 years. It was becoming much more strong, and then also the Netherlands is absolutely tiny. a 1-hour drive is a big deal for a lot of people, meaning they are very focused on their local communities when it comes to stuff like parties and concerts, but going to the other side of the country for a concert, it's we wouldn't do that. And for a conference, we don't really have localized conferences in the Netherlands. Most of it is completely covering the entire country because it's easier to get to a single spot. And simply put, the WordCamp the Netherlands, the amount of people that attended was about the same size as WordCamp Tokyo.
I don't know what WordCamp Tokyo was when we were
Well,
close
at
to
least
500.
at least we're smaller as a country with attendees than, for example, London. So.
Okay. Back in October 2016, the WordPress community team was discussing the possibility for allowing more regional WordCamps, especially for European regions where multiple countries share the same language. What is the status of that discussion? Do you see it happening down the road in the future?
Yeah, I think it is going to happen. We have been talking to a group of organizers from the Nordic region, and they seem to be interested in exploring this option. We're also talking to organizers in Southeast Asia. I mean, the concept of a regional WordCamp isn't really new. We're here at a regional WordCamp right now, at Wordcamp Europe. So the question is, like, how do we extrapolate that out and create that in different areas of the world and possibly smaller subsets of existing regions?
Okay. Has this discussion set the planning back at all for the event, or is it going to continue just as planned? Do you have a date set?
No, we don't have a date set yet. As soon as we heard the news that we weren't allowed to organize the 2017 version, we kind of stopped with the planning phase. So we're going to wait for the 3 WordCamps to pop up in the Netherlands, and then we're going to start organizing and plan a date, and you will hear from us.